Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, guys? This is episode 10 of Rage Radio. This is a platform for up-and-coming artists to have their voices heard and their content appreciated. I'm D-Rage. I'm a music producer from Bay City, Michigan. I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on? I go by the name of Wonder. I'm also a music producer here from in Bay City, Michigan. Thanks for joining with us if this is your first time. And if it is your first time listening, make sure you guys go ahead and like, share, and subscribe so you know you guys don't miss out on some of this content we got coming out for you guys.
Yeah, so if you're a returning listener, obviously we can't thank you enough for your continued support.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys. Much love. You know, the links to our other social media will be in the description below in this video. Give us a follow, like, whatever it is that you guys can do to contribute to our, our success.
Yeah, so obviously leave us a comment if you want to see any specific artists on the show. We have a lot coming up, actually. But any new directions that you'd like to see the show go in, new content, any new kind of episodes, just leave us those comments and it really help us out.
Yes, we got some new interviews here that'll be coming out. We got the 808s and Heartbreaks episode. We got Leland Blue, Notion, Ash Ketchum, and the rest of F&F, Low Key, and we'll be doing Forest Green too. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we're kind of just taking this opportunity really to kind of bring you what's in the future for us. We are taking our new schedule and kind of switching it around a little bit. We're going to kind of be releasing content every other week, or I should say episodes every other week, interviews, whatever, every other week. And we're going to have more different kind of content in between those 2 weeks of the episodes coming out. So all these new episodes will come out obviously in the near future, but we will have new beat making tutorials, stuff like that coming out in our future.
Yeah, we just kind of want to take a step back on releasing everything, once a week, and just kind of make sure we really hone in on what's, the most important thing for us here to do and to move forward. And we really do got some cool stuff. I mean, you want to talk about what we might be rolling out here at the end of summer, or should we just wait? But
should we flex?
What we really we gotta get ourselves together here, because we want to really be able to, be successful on this YouTube channel and whatever platforms we're going to be getting ourselves on. But that's our main focus. We got a lot more time on our hands now that school kind of slowed down for the summer, but we're going to make sure we pinpoint on actually putting out the best quality. So that's why we're here today, just me and D-Rage.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little more of a relaxed episode, I guess you could say. I know, usually we're at our table and we're all in episode form, whatever you want to say, but we're just kind of trying to have the show go in more of like a different direction, I guess you could say, as far as the vibe of the show and stuff like that. And that's really why we're kind of changing our content in between every other week now, is because there's going to be a lot more than just these interviews and us just talking.
Yeah, we want to have a lot more involvement. I kind of want to tell them what we got in plan and what we got in store for the end of this summer.
We want to start with the radio station.
Yeah, I want to talk about how we want to roll that. We're going to roll that out. You know?
So basically, we're getting on this thing called radio.co, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to allow us to be literally like live on the radio for you guys, instead of, like we've been saying, we're going live on our Instagram lives, our Facebooks, but really like we're going to be live on our own app, right?
Exactly. And obviously, we're going to have a website and stuff where you guys can go ahead and listen live too. Mm-hmm. But the reason why we're kind of taking a step back with the interviews and stuff like that too, because we want to be able to kind of sit down on this couch like we're doing and be like a talk host on the radio station. Mm-hmm. And just be able to play their music,
right?
Play our music, play other music. And there's some things and hurdles we got to go through to be able to get that, but that's why we're gonna go ahead and take the time to do that. But we're not moving slow, we're still moving, we're just not putting it out as fast. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I think giving us this opportunity to talk live will be good, because it gives us more of an opportunity, obviously, to like create these playlists for people to listen to of all these local artists. There's so much. I mean, every time we come to film this radio station, I get shown new music that's been coming out in our area. Whether it be a band or whether it be rap music, whatever genre you're making. There's so much music popping up in this area that there's so much to talk about and to play, and I think that's kind of what we're shooting for in the near future.
Exactly, and not to mention, if we have all the tools in our tool belt, our toolbox to be able to do that, we're gonna be able to shine more light on these artists around here. It'd be more fun that way too. I feel like, don't you think? Like,
yeah,
I've never been like saying like, hey, I have a radio station where I can play whatever type of music I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I'm going to give the people that I know the first picks, but
right.
I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's, like I was saying, there's so much coming out that, it's cool to get these people on these episodes and interview them, but like without actually showing and showcasing their music to a crowd, it's
yeah,
more,
well, like, we want to be able to like give you guys a visual, or even if it's not a visual, like something that you can hear, whether it's physical or physically seeing or just hearing it. So that's what we're gearing towards. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
Well, we got more vlogs type stuff too. Like we've got that 10-minute video that we made.
Yep,
with the beat, and it's a lot of content. I think a lot of content that'll involve our guests more than just
some pre-production things, I guess.
Yeah.
Even if it's just sitting down with them, and as opposed to interviewing them that day, kind of get ahead and talk with them and hang out with them before, and
right.
That way we can put their stuff into the video, or just if they want to sit down and whatever, if they play an instrument, or if they want to make a beat or whatever.
Or whether
it is.
it's us filming Willie D's extravagant barbecues that are about to happen tomorrow for the first time of the year.
Yeah, it's coming.
What are the plans? What are we rolling out? Are we thinking brats?
We're doing, all it is going to be 40s, good vibes, good music,
40s.
Lots of ribs, you know what I'm saying? High blood pressure. Shout out to high blood pressure.
Shout out, yeah.
Brats.
Shout out,
you know what I'm
brats.
saying? Just a good time, man. Like, that's really like all, like, I swear if I could, grill every single day, I would. And like, that's what I like to do in the summertime. So tomorrow's my birthday. I'm May 2nd, so you guys obviously are going to get this a little bit different, or, a little later on, but that's the plan for tomorrow. Many more barbecues coming.
Many.
We actually want to do a little barbecue for the Rage Radio thing, too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Party, too. Big, kind of plan. I don't know. I think this is where we need the audience help with, like, planning a Rage Radio block party. Or just a big party in general.
But, like, just the main goal, though, is just, like, good vibes. Like, whatever you think of, like when you hear your favorite song and it just takes you to that happy spot,
right?
That's what I like to make my barbecues feel like, or
just
like whatever that is, like just a happy time for you to be with the people that you would like to be surrounded with. No drama, just you're having a good time, just feeling yourself and listening to some good ass music.
Like hearing "Slide" by Frank Ocean and Calvin Harris.
If that's your favorite, if that's your vibe, and that whatever that takes you to your happy spot, like that's what I want you to feel.
Right. When
we do these, like, these little Rage Radio parties, or if we do something, where we're getting people together as a whole community, so everyone to just kind of hang out with us. And
you'll see a lot of our guests we've had that on the show there too.
Yeah, they'll be there.
If you've never met, it's a good. Oh my dude, this could be a networking opportunity.
That's what I'm saying.
Willie's backyard barbecue.
Yeah, backyard bashes. Like, but no, like later on in the summer though, like we're actually gonna have like a planned out thing for the radio station. Not just like kind of like just come through whatever. Like we're gonna plan out something. You know what I'm saying? Have a party, have some kegs and shit like that. Whatever. Like. Just come hang out with us, the Rage Radio crew.
Live performances too would be cool.
Yeah. We just got to be able to make sure we plan that out right, so it's not trash.
Right.
So we'd have to be very calculated, but that would be fun. I think we can pull that off. You already pull that off every month anyway, twice a month at the pub.
Right. Well, it's difficult because getting people to come somewhere, like to get off their ass and come somewhere that's not their house is a little different than just asking for retweets.
Yeah, but I'm just if you want to miss out on that good time, that's on you, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
But it is what it is. But that's it, guys. As far as new stuff we got coming out, new things at least that I want to talk about. I don't know about you, D-Rage, but I just want to let you guys know what we're kind of trying to gear towards.
Really, we're booking. I actually just got a message today about booking for the June hip hop showcases.
Yeah.
So if there's any artists out there that want to be on the any of these hip hop showcases, we just had 250 plus heads at the last one. Crazy.
I know we say this. I know we say this a lot as opposed to let us know if you want to see this or see that. But in all reality, in all seriousness, if there is someone you want to see on here, if there is someone that you want to see at the Hamilton Street Pub doing a hip hop showcase, you know what I'm saying? For real, hit one of these guys up, D-Rage, Troy, whatever, even if it's me, let us know. You know, we could be overlooking some talent ourselves, and there's a lot of things out there that we might not see. So if you actually so happen to see part of this video or whatever, like, for real, in all honesty, like, let us know if you want to get on here or a hip hop showcase, or if it's something that you do is with DJing or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I think that's the biggest thing too. You just said is like not hearing about things, or like new artists. Like one person could have this artist that they've known about for half a year, and I've never heard them before.
No, I don't know everybody.
You know? Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't help it. So, and I don't want anyone to ever feel type of way of like, oh, they're, you know, they don't want to do this, or they're too good, or develop. You know, it's not that. If I haven't heard of you, I can't say I want you on here, or I want you to see you perform. You're probably dope. I just haven't heard, and it's not my fault or your fault. So I just want people to know, like, you guys can really physically reach out, you know, to us. We're here, you know.
We've actually had people reaching out too. I had a kid reach out to the Rage Radio Broadcasting Instagram, and I heard about the hip hop showcases and the show, and reached out, and I mean, we're already in talks to get him on the show. So it's easy, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're able to, you know, talk to you guys. You know, we're not nothing like out of reach, you know. So take that opportunity for whatever you think it's worth. But we would definitely love to have, you know, people that we don't necessarily know on here. You know, it's more, you know, fire that way, in my opinion, to be able to sit down and talk to someone that I don't know, just to see how they see things, or how they are, or whatever it is. And I don't know, I just like to have different vibes,
different opinions, I guess. You know, different opinions and different looks on music is the biggest thing. Like with Darian's episode, it was like super different outlook on music. That's
what I'm saying. You know? I've never met that, you know, that dude a day in my life, and talking with the dude, it was like I felt like I've met him before, obviously, but you know, it was really nice, and I was comfortable. He said he was pretty comfortable talking with us, and he said that he liked being on here, and I was like, you know, I was like, likewise. So
what I've noticed, and what I've actually like never thought about when doing like live stuff like this, is like getting on a show, and like every artist we've had on here has told me like they've been like nervous to get on the show, but as soon as we start, it's like it's not even an interview. You know what I mean? Like it's more so like just talk about what you want to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily want to be able to maybe exactly call this a interview anymore. Like, I just kind of like want to just be able to like highlight people and just talk. Like, we're just here to talk.
Right.
You know? So
I know, have talks that I guess they don't get to have in any other scenarios. You know what I mean? But man, I want to get into some albums or something real quick.
Yeah, you know, we talked about what we want to talk about, you know, like what we got rolling out.
For everyone like that's like listening for us to like wrap this shit up that we've just been talking about for 10 minutes, we've got new content. We're releasing our content every other week now for you guys, because there's going to be more content in between that, and we're just trying to grow that audience a little bit and see more people.
Exactly. In a nutshell, basically.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's the serious part of the show. But I mean, this new Post Malone album came out, and I haven't listened to it yet, and I really feel like I should have listened to it by now.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really.
First.
Yeah, I don't really listen to music right away when it comes out. I'm always late to that for some reason. I don't know. I think probably though I haven't heard it because like I've been busy, you know, with school and work, and I haven't even had the time to sit down and listen to it. The only album that I sat down and really listened to, it was the J. Cole one. And
what did you think of that? There was a lot of mixed opinions on that album.
I don't know if I even have an opinion on it yet, because I've only ran through it once, literally sitting down, like listening, and then like the other time like I ran through, like I was just like working out or something, and I didn't really like, it was just in my subconscious. But like there's a few songs on there that I really like I like Brackets a lot. I love that song, and I love Kevin's Heart. I think he had some real insightful shit to say about as far as what's going on in this world, as far as whether it's what we think about what's good and what's cool, like the Count It Up video or whatever, the ATM song. That's what I mean, the ATM song, not Count It Up. Like I watched the video, and that shit was like fire. Like,
it makes sense.
It was like very like, you know, visual, as far as like what we think are, you know, good possessions here on earth, as far as like, you know, cars, money, clothes. Like in the video, like it had him taking his arm, like ripping his arm off and ripping his leg off, basically. You know what I'm saying? That cost you an arm and a leg to get this nice ass car, but you still gotta have, but you know,
still get it.
You still gotta have money to put gas in your tank, and everyone's chasing this money and all that. I don't know. like I haven't really listened to the Cole album enough to have a legit feedback on it. I didn't think it was ass. Some people do. I know Zach thinks that shit's trash, but
there's a lot of people that say it's trash.
I don't have an opinion yet on it. I have to run it. But it takes me a minute to get an opinion on stuff.
So what do you think it is? So he puts this album out, right? No features again. He's basically been putting out music.
I think his features are his alter ego though. I'm gonna roll with that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Was it Kill Edward?
Yeah, I believe 100% that that's him. But it's just like an alter ego. And I think that's fucking dope.
I think it's cool. I think what was crazy to me when I heard the album was he like, I played the song and I heard the song with the Kill Edward feature and I was like, it doesn't sound like J. Cole. But it was. It
seems like it's him, and I don't understand. Like, we would obviously know who Kill Edward is by now if it wasn't him.
Yeah, and it's crazy because there's so many people that, like, you'll hear that song with the Kill Edward feature, and like all the reactions I've gotten so far was like, yeah, I think it's him. Like, I'm pretty sure it's him. So there's still like that little.
It's just not confirmed, basically.
Yeah, it's just not that there's that little bit of uncertainty that like people don't know that it's him. That he's so good at making it seem like it's not him, but it's him and that we think. You know what I mean? Like,
it's probably an alter ego type of thing, but
right.
I guess off of the first listen, I guess I can say like I thought it was a well put together album. I liked the concepts. Mm-hmm. It seemed like it was like a thought out album, even though it was like done in such a short notice. I think he did it in like 2 weeks, but it was put together well. I thought the beats on there were fucking dope.
I didn't hear the 2 weeks thing.
Like, yeah, I was watching. I don't know. I was looking at some kind of like forum or whatever. I mean, I don't know if it was exactly 2 weeks, but it definitely. I feel like it wasn't in the works that long, but it was put together well, in my opinion, as far as the beats and how the songs go from next song to next song.
Yeah.
And
what'd you think about did you listen to the last track?
Yeah, the diss track.
Yeah, so I can't tell, man, because I feel like he's kind of dissing Smoke Perp and Lil Pump a little bit, but at the same time, like, I don't think, and shout out to Loki for giving me this observation on it, I don't think he's dissing them. I think he's more so giving them advice. That's
how I was looking at it, because he was talking about how you might be up in 9/11 hip hop in 5 years. Like, that shit was so funny, but it's so true. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't have a career and it doesn't last or whatever, I mean, if your career doesn't have longevity and you're just doing this hype shit, where's it gonna take you in 5 years? Like, obviously there's a new Lil someone out here every day, and on top of that, it's so saturated and it all sounds the same. So how is that gonna take you into a long career as opposed to like 10 years into the game? How are you going to be a veteran? Right. But I don't know, like, that shit was funny how he just was cutting up, and I feel like it was more of like giving them facts, because like, think about it, those guys are pretty young, like Perp, Pump, you know what I'm saying, they're 17, 18, the oldest one is probably 19 or 20.
Right.
And this is cool to them, like having money, having unlimited women and whatever it is that they like, and being able to have the luxury to go ahead and buy whatever they want, or the money to be able to have whatever luxury things that they want. Like, I just think they need to understand that they're doing it to have fun, but at the end of the day, you should be doing this to be able to set yourself up. And I don't think that they're old enough as artists, and I don't even think they have time enough to think about where they could be at in the next 5 years. Because one, their lives basically went, you know, to start them over and overnight, so they don't even have time to think about that. So but I guess because if you hear about them, they're always talking about, I'm just doing this to have fun. Like, I'm not talking about, like, I don't care about the bars, and that's fine.
And it seems like fun to them, though. You know what I mean? Like, and like you said, they're doing it for fun.
And
I think
that's okay, and I'm okay with that. But my thing is, well, you're doing it to have fun, but are you still going to school? Because, you know, what happens if your shit is not popping in 5 years?
Yeah, no one talks about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
how you gonna pay for that? How you gonna pay for that house insurance or the property taxes? How you gonna maintain the insurance on the cars, those $1 million cars you got? Obviously, that's gonna go. You got to pay managers. How you gonna keep paying your manager?
I would just like to see everybody. I would like to see the people that are SoundCloud rappers right now that are getting all these face tats and all this shit. Like, let's see where they're at in like 10 years.
And I'm okay with the face tats and you expressing yourself like that, and that's 100% fine. But like, I think, just to wrap up what J. Cole is trying to say, I don't think he was dissing them. I think he was looking at it in that perspective, and that's how it should be, because they're not being mindful of like where they're at in the next 5 years. They're too caught up in what's going on right now, and I would be too, probably, because if your life,
a lot going on.
If your life changes like that in a second, like how some of them did, you don't have time to think about, oh shit, like maybe I need to invest, or maybe I need to make sure that my mom or whatever, my family squared away. Like you don't got time for that, because you got so many people hitting your line and record labels hitting you up trying to get you to be on the face of their new what I'm saying, like
campaign
record
or something.
It's like they don't got time, and I don't fault them for that, and you can't. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see where they're at in 10 years and kind of gauge it on that. But I mean,
there's other albums coming out too, by the way, not just Cole's.
Right. I mean, I'd like to hear. I can't wait for the Travis Scott album, or something's coming this week, because I saw him tweet about the fans eat this week, and I'm geeked.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm geeked.
I like Travis Scott. He's got some good ass. He's fire, bro. Like I don't care what anyone says. Like that dude, man. His like, I don't know, like that sound he came out with when he first came out was just like
different.
I never heard that before, and he's the only one I know that can do it that fire.
Yeah, I mean,
and it sounds like another instrument. Like
shout out to him just having a kid and still being like still reckless and like.
I don't know if I would call it reckless, but
like still himself. I guess, you know what I mean? Like obviously you gotta take care of your family, and that's
probably gonna. He's probably gonna be like, his album's probably gonna be more fire because he actually has someone else's life to be responsible for. So he's probably about to have some heat on that bitch.
Should like Astro. I'm waiting for Astro World. I think it's gonna be fire.
Then we got the Drizzy one coming out. We got a Kid Cudi and a Ye
Kanye.
joint.
Shout out to Kanye for putting out the Scoopity Boop. I don't know if you heard that or not, but
I heard it. We heard that shit was weird.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, he's out here publicly. I don't know. We won't talk about that. I guess we won't get political.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like right now, I don't know what the Ye.
What his
I'm not
is.
really too into it like that. I like him as a producer, and I think he makes some pretty good. I think he's very creative and talented and all that. But as far as like what he's talking about with his political views and whatever, I love you and love that. That's fine. Yeah. But I'm not into it. I'm not buying into it. I don't have time to retweet it. I don't have time to follow it. Let the man be who he wants to be, and let the man make his money. I don't care what you talk about, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's still one of the best producers of all time. That's never gonna change. That's not
gonna change.
No,
I'm not into the whole ego stroking and whatever it is. I don't know. I don't have whatever he is.
Right.
Let him be, because
he's always been different.
There's something about him let him be who he is, because I'm thankful we got some of the albums we got from him.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to sit up there and feed into him because whatever it is, but shout out to him for doing what he's got to do. But make sure you look out for your other, your black people, dude. Like I'm not. It's not even a joke. You know what I'm saying? So don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't put us in a position to, be even more oppressed than what we have been. So, but other than that, keep doing what you got to do and make yourself happy, because it seems like something went down with him.
Yeah, he definitely had, like, as soon as he got back on Twitter, it was like game over.
And I whatever it is, I just hope he finds peace. And if this is him finding peace or him getting attention, it seems like he needs attention. If that makes him feel peaceful or feel himself or gets him wired and creative, then I'm proud of him, and I hope that he finds peace in his mind and in his heart. And I hope he will continue to be around for many years into the music industry.
That's the most important.
That's how I feel, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, so to wrap it up, I mean, the Cole album was, it was good. It was good. It was, the dissing, whether it was a diss or whether it was him giving them support, who's to say? But it was, at the end of the day, it was good music. Like you said, you only listened to it once, but it's.
I've listened to it multiple times. I just haven't
ran it
to listen. I haven't, like, when I'm listening, I'm listening. I haven't been. I haven't been here. I haven't been playing it to listen.
Right.
So, but I know there's a lot of hidden things in there.
I think it was, I think it was another Cole album that can be re-listened to. I think there's a lot.
You have to listen to the dude or you won't get it.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I mean, but so new content.
I'll hear it in the summer when I start cutting the grass and shit. It's crazy though. When I cut the grass, I hear music so much differently for some reason. I don't know. Like, you just can think you're not on your phone when you're cutting your grass. I mean, because you gotta. I don't
It's
know.
that physical.
So I'm literally like, I don't know. I'd just be taking my time cutting the grass, doing yard work, and then I'd be like,
peeping albums.
I'd be like, hold up, and I had to go back and like, damn, he went whoever the artist is. You know, that's how I usually.
It's a super unique like activity to just like narrow in on.
I just cutting the grass, like like my dad was telling me one day, he was like, you really like. He was just like, I don't even. One day he was just like, you ever like think. When you cut the grass, you start thinking about things a lot. You start noticing things or think differently. Mm. And I'm like, what the hell is this dude talking about? And then I was like, low key, he right. And then I went and I was like, yeah, you're right, because I was listening to this album, whatever, and I was like, I loved it. Like I think I was listening to the Damn album when it came out, and I was like, damn, I was like, that was hard, and I wouldn't have noticed that probably if I was listening into the car or whatever. But
yeah.
I don't know.
Different, but
I didn't want to segue too far, but I just wanted to say I have listened to the album, but I haven't listened to it enough.
Right. Yeah.
So
no, but new content, new episodes. This will come out this week?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, this will come out this Thursday, and then we got a new episode actually this Friday. We got the 808s and Heartbreaks one. So that's actually a really good episode. If you guys watched it on the live, it was actually like really enjoyable to have that conversation with him. Another 3 producers in the same room.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So that'll go good. I think people really like that. But yeah, so thanks guys for tuning in to episode 10 of Rage Radio today. A lot of content coming, a lot of new commentary coming from us, new angles of our lives that you get to see, new avenues. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you this week actually. Peace. Good?
Good.
Peace out, everybody.